All right, we're here for the second game of our triple hitter, the 7th grade Wheeler Wildcats against Lassiter. We've already had the opening kickoff, and Lassiter kicked off to the Wildcats, and Wheeler will take over. I'm sorry, Lassiter has the ball. They will have the ball at the Wheeler 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Lassiter. Quarterback is under center. He's going to hand off to number 14, Jackson. Jackson is brought down by number 88 for Joseph Caddy for Wheeler. They're going to hand off, and the running back may have gotten a yard. Tackle made by number 34. Third and about 11 for Lassiter. And we've got movement in the backfield. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Lassiter. Okay, the penalty was offsides against Wheeler, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. Brickford, the quarterback, he's going to drop back, can't find him a receiver, he's going to roll to his right, he's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down by that tough Wildcat defense, led by number 22 on the tackle. 4th down for Lassiter. They're going to punt the ball, and it's almost blocked. He gets the punt off, and it's going to be taken by Wheeler at their own 22-yard line. And we apologize because I don't have a Wheeler roster, so I'll try to remember the names as best I can when I hear them over the PA system. But Wheeler takes over for their first drive of the game. 7:50 to go in the opening quarter. No score. Number 1 under the center for Wheeler. He's going to hand off to the running back, and he gets met at the line of scrimmage. He is brought down immediately. Tackle was made by number 25, Alan Kane. Second at about 9.5. He got about a half yard on that play. Quarterback hands off to number 5. He's got a little running room. He's going to get out to about the 30-yard line before he's brought down. Quarterback under center. He's going to hand off to number 6, Carpenter again. He gets out near the 35-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down by maybe about a yard. The Cats are going to go for it. Wishbone formation. Number 1 is under the center. Apologize, I don't have the roster. We were unable to get it from the Wheeler coaching staff, so I have to call numbers instead of names. So after 2 delay of game penalties against Wheeler, they decide to punt it. And number 11 gets a high spiral, taken by Lassiter at the 48, and he gets out to about the 44-yard line. So Lassiter's going to take over with 5:24 to go in the opening quarter with no score. Brickford under center, 1st and 10 from the Wheeler 45. He's going to inside hand off to number 28, 26. He breaks a tackle, gets close to a first down, about a 9-yard carry for number 26, Austin Coyne. I formation. He's going to pitch it to number 14. He's got a hole. He has the first down. 14, Christian Jackson. He gets down to the 27. It's going to be 1st and 10, Lassiter at the 27 of Wheeler. Both teams seem to be in a hurry-up offense. I formation behind Brickford. Takes a snap. He's going to hand off to the running back again, 14, Jackson. And he is tripped up by number Matley on the tackle. 2nd and 8. Running back in motion. Brickford hands off to the tailback. Number 18, he gets hit and brought down by that Cat defense. 22 is on the tackle. Bradford under center. He's going to pitch it to Jackson. Jackson fumbles the ball and falls back on it way back at the 30-yard line. So that's going to be a loss. It's going to go all the way back to the 30-yard line. He had it in his hand, but he just dropped it. So it'll be 4th down. Bradford under center going to go for it on 4th and about 13. He's going to give it to a tailback who's going to throw it downfield. He catches it, steps out of bounds, but it is enough for the 1st down. So he pitched it back to Bradley Riapoli, who threw it for completion, and Lassiter is set up at the Wheeler 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Bickford on the center. He's going to pitch it back to number 7, Riapoli. Riapoli is outside. He's going to go in for the score untouched. And Lassiter goes up 6-0 here in the 1st quarter over Wheeler. Riapoli with the point after try. The kick is up. The kick is no good. It hits the left upright. So with 2:48 to go in the open quarter, the Cats are down 6-0 to Lassiter. The kickoff goes to the hands of number 15. Carpenter's going to pick it up. And he's got run room. He breaks a tackle. He's out to the 35. Coming down the near side. He's to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. And he's going to go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Run out of bounds by number 31, Connor Darty, but a nice return by Carpenter. So Wheeler's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at the Lassiter 39-yard line. Quarterback under center, Wishbone behind him. He's going to hand off to Carpenter. Carpenter busted outside, trying to get outside. He turns it back inside. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage, 2 yards behind the line. Tackle was made by number 21, Isaiah Gadsden. That'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Cats. He should have just kicked wrong formation. Quarterback hands off to number 26. He's trying to get outside, and he's not going to make it. He's going to be caught back. Davian Wright on the carry. Quarterback's going to hand off to number 5. He's trying to get outside. He cuts through a hole. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about 6 yards short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down. Number 6 is Carpenter also, right? All right, number 18 is in the quarterback. He's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to try to get the 1st down, and he leaps over man, and he does get the 1st down, and he's tackled at about the 26-yard line. Kickoff by the Cats. The ball goes out of bounds, so it's going to be a penalty against the Cats in this tie ball game, 14-all. Okay, Lassiter takes over at their own 20, tied ball game. They're going to pitch it to Jackson. Jackson trying to get outside, and a nice play. Who was that came up there, made that tackle? Omar Carpenter. Good play by Omar. Pick up a 2-yard for Jackson. Bickford under center. He's going to hand off to Jackson again. Jackson got some running room. He's across to 25, and he's brought down by number 26, Damian Wright. Third and about 3. Bickford under center. Movement, no flags. They're going to hand off to Jackson. Jackson's got a hold, and he's going to be brought down by number 75, Madley. But he has the first down. Bickford under center. He's going to sneak it and get across the line of scrimmage, and he's still moving, and he's brought down maybe at the 35-yard line. A pickup of about maybe 2.5, close to 3.
Brought down by a host of Wildcats.
1:28 to go in the third quarter. 14-14 tie ball game. Bickford under center. He's going to hand off to the fullback, breaks the tackle, gets running room, and he's hit by 6. Carpenter hit him, but he fell forward across the 40, maybe to about the right at the 40. That's going to bring up third, and let's call it 3. Clock winding down, under a minute. Tied ball game. Bickford's going to line up under center. Back to the 9 formation behind him. The Cats in a 3-4. They're going to hand off to the fullback, Riopoli. Riopoli he fumbles the ball. And it's on the ground. I think the Cats have it, and the Cats do have the ball. Good defense by the Cats. Cats take over. Good field position. At the Lassiter 45, they're going to hand off to Damian Wright. Wright gets about 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. So we've reached the end of the third quarter here at Lassiter High School, with the Cats and the Trojans tied at 14. First and 10 Cats. Carpenter going to hand off to Mitch, to Wright. Wright still trying to get more yards. He may have a first down. At the 35-yard line, it's going to be close. They marked him an inch short, so they're going to hand off and they get a hit in the backfield. Damian Wright was hit in the backfield. He's going to be a loss. It's going to be a loss of about a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and about a little over a yard and a half. Should a quarterback sneak? 4th and a yard and a half. Carpenter under center. He's going to hand off to Omar Carpenter, and he gets stopped. I don't know if he made it to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he made it to the first down mark. I think they stopped him. So it may be Lassiter football. Okay, Lassiter has the ball. They're going to hand off to Jackson. Jackson is tackled across the 35, and as we can tell, Omar Carpenter was carried off with an injury to his right leg. Bickford under center. Backs in an eye. He's going to hand off to Riopoli. Riopoli tried to get outside, and he's brought down, and he may have fumbled again. He fumbled, but they said he was down. Rollins made the tackle for the Cats. That'll bring up 3rd and about 8. 3rd and 8 for Lassiter. Bickford under center. He's going to hand off to Jackson. Jackson tried to get outside, and we come up and hit him, and the Cats drive him out of bounds at the 40. Good defense by the Cats, led by number 18, Mitchell. That'll bring up 4th down and about 6. And let's see what Lassiter's going to do. So Lassiter's going to punt the ball. 7 minutes to go. Damian Wright is back deep to field the punt. Almost blocked. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. He's going down the field, and it's going to be marked at the 39-yard line. So with 6:54 to go in the fourth quarter, we are tied here at Lassiter High School between the Cats and Trojans at 14. Carpenter under center. Going to hand off to Gray. Gray gets it across the 40 till about the 43-yard line. Pickup of about almost 5. That'll be second and about 5. Carpenter hands off to Damian Wright. Damian Wright can't get anything, can't get back to the line of scrimmage. I think he loses a yard. They mark him back to the line. Carpenter back to pass, throws across the middle and incomplete. His receiver wasn't even looking. I think he threw it too soon. That'll bring up fourth and about 5. He can't. Confirmation for the Cats. Kick. It's going to be taken by number 5. He has it at the 30. Breaks the tackle to 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Into the end zone. No flags, touchdown, Lassiter. Has to be a 70-yard. I think he fielded that punt on about the 30. He goes 70 yards down the sideline. The last 10 he tightrope. The punter had a shot at him. He tried to push him out to no avail, and he just tightrope into the end zone. And Lassiter goes up 20-14 on the Cats. 5:06 remaining. Plenty of time for the Cats to come back. Lassiter looks like they're going to go for 1 here for the extra point. They are. Riopoli is going to kick it. Check that. They're going for 2. Bickford under center. Bickford under center. Now we're going to have timeout by Lassiter. So at 5:06 to go in the fourth quarter, the Cats trail by 6 to Lassiter. All right, here we go. Lassiter going for 2, up by 6. Bickford under center. Riopoli the tailback. Takes it, hands off to Riopoli. Riopoli cuts through, dives in the end zone, touchdown. So the Cats are down by the score of 22-14 with 5:06 remaining in the ball game. I knew I brought these for a reason. Number 12 has the kickoff, and he's tossed to 40, brought down about the 42-yard line. Cats take over. Carpenter gonna hand off to Damian Wright. Wright can't break it outside. He's gonna get caught behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 30 to the 41-yard line. That's gonna bring up second down and about 12. 4:29 and counting. Carpenter under center. Gonna hand off to Wright. Wright trying to get outside. He breaks a tackle. He's to the 45, 50, and run out of bounds near the first down. It's going to be close. He may be a yard short at the 47-yard line of Lassiter. Third down and maybe a half yard. Carpenter looks over the defense. He's looking at a 3-man front. Turns back and says something to his running back. Now time is called with 3:51 to go. 4th and half a yard. Carpenter under center. They're going to hand off to the fullback. He gets the first down and more inside the 45. And they're going to blow the whistle dead, but first down for the Cats with 3:43 to go in the ball game. First and 10 Cats, 3:24 to go in the game. They're down by 8. Carpenter adjusts his wireless. He got 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. Fumble. And let's 5-yard penalty against the Cats. They're going to hand off to the tailback. He gets it out near the 46-yard line. That's going to bring it up to about 3rd and about 12. Gray the carrier. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. The Cats down by 8. Carpenter back to hand off to the tailback. He reverses his field. He's behind the line of scrimmage. Gets a block. Gets maybe a yard right on the ball carrier. It was a ball carrier. Gets to the 45. It's going to be 3rd and about 11. Mitchell in the quarterback for the Cats. 3rd and 11. Throws in, is incomplete. Underthrown. He had a man behind the defense and he underthrew it. And it's going to be 4th and 11 for the Cats with 1:28 to go in the ball game. Carpenter back to pass. Throws complete. Caught by number 81. Nice catch and throw. Carpenter to 81. First down, Cats at the 23-yard line. 1:21 to go in the ball game. Cats on the move. Cats at the 23, driving. They're going to hand off to 26. He's trying to go outside, breaks the tackle. He's inside the 20. That's Damian Wright. The ball is going to be marked at the 15-yard line. 2nd down and a timeout by the Cats with 57 seconds to go in the ball game. 57 seconds to go. Cats down by 8. Carpenter under center. Taking handoff. Taking to the fullback on the handoff to Wright. Wright may have gotten the first down. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark it a yard short. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 with 46, 45, and 44. Clock still ticking. 25 seconds left to go. 3rd and 1. Cats used their last timeout. Carpenter back to pass. Has a man in the end zone and he missed him. The ball fell right in front of number 81. Incomplete. Now it's 4th and 1. Did it look like to you that that guy could have? 4th and 1. If they don't get the first down, the ball game is over. Carpenter back to pass. He's going to throw into the end zone. Same play. Touchdown. Touchdown, number 81. And the Cats are 2 points to tie this ball game up with 15 seconds to go in the ball game. I don't even know. See, I don't even have. All right, here we go. Here's the ball game. For the tying play to tie this ball game up, they're going to quarterback sneak it, and they get it in there. But there's a flag on the. Let's see. I don't have a signal from an official yet as far as touchdown. They get the touchdown signal, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. It's illegal procedure on the Cats. That's going to take them back 5 more yards. So now it's going to be a 2-point conversion from the 8-yard line.